our guest today to talk about this very important topic. It's important to everyone in the world that our children come under some type of structure. In America, we have lost focus on structure. We're focusing on child abuse. It's abusive for a father to chastise his son with corporal punishment. It's abusive for a school teacher to administer corporal punishment. That is the most ridiculous thing that has happened in the last 50 years. Our guest is none other than the chairman and the founder of the World of Soul motorcycle community, Mr. Terry Hardy. How you doing, Terry?
Good to see you, W.L. Good morning.
Good to see you. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the World of Soul motorcycle community is a community organization consisting of 6,800 different clubs and associations.
6,800 motorcycle clubs, motorcycle associations, their members, and independent riders. It's a wide variety of different types of motorcycle organizations.
So it can conceivably be close to 100,000 people.
The outreach is vast. That is correct. Oftentimes we find that the messages that we're disseminating within our network does hit the street, and more people and more organizations join on a daily basis.
Great. What is the overall goal?
The overall goal with the World of Soul motorcycle community is to promote tolerance and understanding, and providing a conduit of information of items and issues that are significant to the community. One of our goals is to engage people not only on our site or within the network as a whole, but to engage them in the community as well, to connect the motorcycle community to community organizations, community institutions, governmental agencies, and so forth, to create some positive input, positive change, and have that influence in our community.
And within that whole structure, you have the youth, the National Youth Program called NYPUM.
Well, yeah, that's a program that we're working on now to engage the motorcycle clubs and associations, their members, independent riders, with the National Youth Program using mini bikes. That's a program that is designed to provide incentives for children to make positive changes in their lives, whether it be behavioral issues, whether it be grades in schools. There's a variety of issues that can be addressed and incentivized with the NYPUM program.
Okay, and you talk about they have mini bikes. Are you teaching them anything about the dangers of cycling, whether it's a big motorcycle or a mini bike? Or?
The program does include maintenance of motorcycles, safety issues, motorcycles, learning how to ride responsibly using the mini bikes. That is correct.
And sharing the road properly?
Sharing the road responsibly. Now, however, these are young children. Their ages from 10 to 16 years old, so they won't be riding on the road. Their activities primarily take place off-road.
But they will grow up to be cyclists.
Someday.
Yes. Tell me how you're tying this in with to stem the tide of youth violence.
Well,
owing to the fact that we don't have a structure for discipline, will what you're doing take the place of that, or will it enhance that, or what would it do?
It enhances it due to the fact that the initiative encourages a connection, first of all, between youth and adults. When that disconnection takes place, just like any other mechanical device, when its power source is not there, it does not function properly. So we're looking for a connection between youth and adult to provide positive direction. And we also want to think about the fact that we often point to the kids and say that our kids are the problem. The kids are not the problem. They do need mentors. But in today's day and age, we find that adults need mentors too. And that's what the World of Soul motorcycle community proposes with its program called Ride for Change, Ride for Hope. which is on an ongoing awareness campaign that focuses on issues significant to the community. Let's talk about our president for a second, Barack Obama. When he became president, he indicated that we should not stop, that once he has become president, the action does not cease, that the campaign continues on, that we should continue to have dialogue on issues that matter, organizing and mobilizing to affect change on those issues. And one of the issues that we are proposing by way of the Ride for Change, Ride for Hope project is the issue of violence prevention. We often hear the cry, stop the violence. Sure, stop the violence, but we don't often understand and hear and have the opportunity to appreciate really what violence is. We think about violence as the aftermath, a crime, a murder, a beating. That's the aftermath of the violence. But those things leading up to that causes one to move toward a violent act, those are the topics that we should be working on to create viable solutions in our communities.
Mental instability?
Mental instability, well, actually, there are issues that cause mental instability, which are acts of violence.
Well, I don't think any act could cause it. If the stability is there, it can't be shaken. If something happens that appear to be a person to be mentally unstable, that means it's there all the time. He had it under control for a moment, and it got out of control. Maybe he didn't take his medication. Or maybe he took his medication, but it simply just did not work now. Maybe he needs a stronger dose. Maybe the doctor had not examined him to know that he needed a stronger dose of that particular medicine. So you never can tell exactly what happened, but if a person is mentally unstable, they are mentally unstable. See, we have a lot of things happening in our community that we call it one thing and it's something else. It's something as simple as our brain. The brain is the storage point of your body, right? It has all the memories stored in of everything that you ever done in life, everything that you've ever learned in life. You recall that when you need it. You recall how to spell it, thou, go, boy. You recall that when you need it. You recall conversation when you need it. That's what your brain does. Yet we leave it just laying there. We don't disturb it at all. Because everything we say, we talk about the mind.
Well, you speak of mental instability, and as you do so, I'm thinking of the fear that's there that may cause that. And what is fear? Someone helped me to appreciate that in my office. False evidence appearing real. Mm-hmm. And once again, getting back to the Ride for Change, Ride for Hope project, we propose with that project to reconcile many of our issues in our community by reconciling the images that are there. And in order to do that, we have to show ourselves being seen, working towards the reality in which we'd like to see in our community. That's why I feel that the motorcycle community is a good genre to bring forth on the issue of violence, because it is often seen as the bottom of the barrel or scum of the earth segment of society, when in all actuality, bikers are average everyday people. They are doctors, lawyers, they are contractors, they are television show hosts, they are everything that you can think of under the sun. And for it to be an effective grassroots campaign, the grassroots campaigns don't start with the grass, they don't start with the roots, they start with the dirt. So this Ride for Change, Ride for Hope project is coming forth and has picked up steam. Last year we had the opportunity to partner with the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change in Atlanta, Georgia, where our project culminated with a presentation and wreath-laying ceremony at Dr. King's place of rest, along with Dr. King's nephew, Isaac Ferris, who was then the current president and CEO. One of the things that I was able to bring forth at that presentation was the thought process on the matter having to do with the spirit of our community. Back during the days of Dr. King and his coalition of supporters